Alright, here we go, back with another video. This will be another Ninjago ranking video, and today I will be looking at every season, special, and the movie. And I didn't make this tier list, so I would like to give credits to Race Runner 1234 for making the tier list. It was actually recently updated this month, just on the 15th, so that's pretty cool. So I don't really want to have any super long introductions. Let's just get into it. Pilot season, I think it's A tier. We got introduced to everything Kai, Wu, Garmadon, and there's a lot to go through. I probably will have to end up doing like a recap for each season in the future. But yeah, I love the pilot season. Like it's a pretty good for setting the basis for Ninjago. I think it was a pretty good season. Season one, I'd have to say that's A tier as well. Um, I don't know if I like it. Actually, no, I forgot. I put it B tier because over the years, I kind of just like stopped like liking it as much. Now, this is technically the first Ninjago season. I just don't like it as much as I used to like it. But I will admit it's pretty good. But I do like season 2 better. Because now I do know a lot of people kind of just like season 2 because the first half was filler. But I would like to defend the filler someday in another video. But I actually really like the filler. It was kind of fun to get like a break from the whole story. Now, granted, some of the stuff does actually contribute over into the later story, but that's pretty much my whole reasoning for putting it above season 1. Next up, we have season 3. I don't like season 3. There's so much I could say about it. There were some things I did like, but I don't want to be too critical in this video. We all will see how I'm critical with a very certain season later. Let me see if I can find it. Yep, I found it. But I don't like season 3. There were some episodes that I did like, but overall, I mean, I really liked the space episodes. That was pretty cool. Season 4, Tournament of Elements. Yeah, I love Tournament of Elements. It's my second favorite season. But, yeah, I maybe it might be my third. But right now, it's at the top. We got introduced to the other elemental masters. We had speed, sound, metal, um, amber, form, sound, mind, smoke, shadow, amber. I don't know if I already mentioned that, but it was a pretty cool season and everything that happened with Shin. Shin was the main villain. He had this staff of elements that could steal your elemental power. His whole goal was to steal all the elemental powers and then for his team of Anachondri cultists to become actual Anachondri, which were these purple serpentine snake warriors, humanoid snakes basically. And I realized that I'm not really explaining as much about the seasons, but that would take too long. So I'm just gonna give like a basic breakdown. Season 2, the main villain was the Overlord. He ends up possessing Garmadon in the second half of the season. And they kind of like use the Stone Army to take over Ninjago. But Lloyd, which is the Green Ninja, becomes like the ultimate Spinjitzu master. So it kind of like becomes golden to defeat the Overlord. And at the end of season 2, all is resolved. But in season 3, they bring the Overlord, back in a virus digital form for some reason. I don't know why they did that, but season 5, Possession, the Ghost season. I love season 5. This is truly my favorite season. No season has really ever came close to beat this yet. Not even the future seasons. Moro possessing Lloyd has to be such a it's such a good choice because Wu told Moro when he was younger so many years ago that he would be the Green Ninja. He obviously wasn't, but Moro kind of got mad, and there's a whole story behind that. If you don't really know what I'm talking about, because if you've never seen Ninjago, I really recommend you go watch the show. But yeah, season 5 is the best season in my opinion. But next up, we have season 6. I'd say a C tier. Honestly, no, I think it's pretty B tier. I don't think it's better than season 1, but Now, a lot of people don't like it because of how they ended it, but I love Nautical, and he's such a great villain. He made a ton of questionable decisions, like with Delara, the whole Nia Delara thing. That was questionable, but we kind of got to see more of Ronan. We did get introduced to Ronan in season 5, but then he was kind of like good in season 6. No, he wasn't good, honestly, I can't remember. But no, Ronan was bad at first in season 6, but then he kind of like, in my opinion, Ronan is just chasing the money. Like, because he's a bounty hunter, like, so he's not really on any side. Any side that's paying him well is the side that Ronan is on. That's all I can say about him. But yeah, everything with the Jin Blade and the Sky Pirates and all that was really good. But next up, we don't have season 7. We have Day of the Departed. I say Day of the Departed is pretty D tier. When I first watched it, I loved it. And there were a lot of things I did like, how they brought the villains back, but I think they should have just made a full-fledged season because a 45-minute episode doesn't really get all of that through. I will admit, I do like what they did with Cole, because Cole actually became a ghost in season 5. I think like halfway through it. He was a ghost throughout all of season 6, but in Day of the Departed, they basically reversed it. But he got left with a permanent scar on his head, which basically granted him the ability to have magma hands. Basically, give him like magma-like ability because his power is Earth. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Um, anyways, next up we have season 7. Now, to avoid issues, unlike last time, I'll probably have to come back in a later part for this. I didn't want to do this, but I'll probably just have to come back tomorrow and record. Obviously, by the time I upload, the other video would have been recorded as well, but the last 2 times I was recording, it just my phone just turned off and ended the recording. So yeah, this will probably be part 1. I will have to see though, because I kind of want to get it all in one video. But, anyways, we have season 7. I think season 7 is C tier. Um, I used to love season 7 when it first came out, and I didn't really get all the hate about it. Actually, just like 2 years ago, I found that a lot of people did not like the season, mainly because of the animation and all the errors and stuff. But I love season 7. It's not one of my favorites anymore, hence why I put it in C tier. But I don't think it really deserves all the hate it's getting. But next up, we have season 8. I love season 8. I don't know if I should put it above season 4 though, but season 8, Sons of Garmadon, I just realized I've not been talking about the season name. I forgot to do this again. Season 1 was Rise of the Snake, season 2 was Rise of the Green Ninja or Legacy of the Green Ninja. Season 3 was Rebooted, Season 4 was Tournament of Elements, Season 5 was Possession, Season 6 was Skybound, and Season 7 was Hands of Time, and Season 8 was Sons of Garmadon. And I love it. I love the suits, I love the villains, I love Harumi. I love absolutely everything about this season. I love the animation, the redesign, because the movie basically redesigned the ninja, and season 8 actually transferred over those new designs very, very well. And I just remember they actually do have the movie on here. Wait, it doesn't look like they have the movie on here. The title said that they do have the movie, but they don't. Honestly, the movie, I'd probably rank the movie down low anyway. Next up, we have season 9. I feel like I should like season 9 more. I mean, I think realistically I would like it more than a pilot season. I just can't put it on S tier. It's not one of my favorite seasons. Um, but season 8 was definitely better than season 9 in my opinion. But season 9 was called Hunted, if you weren't aware. But season 10, March of the Oni, I'll have to put it on C tier. It might be better than Hands of Time. Yeah, never mind. It's not better than Hands of Time. Yeah, C tier. March of the Oni. because they basically hyped up the Oni for season 8 and 9, and then the Oni were kind of just weak. Like, they were good, I'd say, in the first 2 episodes, but then the last two, they didn't really do anything. Like, they're basically the all evil, their darkness, they just want to destroy everything. And I mean, I love their designs. I just don't like how season 10 was executed. Also, it only had 4 episodes, so yeah, season 11. Honestly, I like season 11. And a lot of people actually like the ice chapter more, and that's understandable, but I like the fire chapter more. I didn't really like the ice chapter. Now, I might be biased as a Kai fan. Now, granted, they completely slaughtered, they basically killed Kai's character in season 11. They made him feel weak without his powers, but, I like Xperia. She's not my favorite. She's not nowhere near my favorite villain, but, like every time she's getting revenge to get revenge on Wu, because Wu was stupid as a kid. He did a lot of stupid stuff. He has a lot of secrets he has not told the ninja, and then it comes back to bite him. Well, it ends up biting the ninja because they have to deal with it. The whole moral thing happened because of Wu. Garmadon became evil because of Wu. And if let me just do a little lore drop. So basically, I think it was explained in season 1 or the pilot season. I forgot where. In early Ninjago, it was explained the reason why Garmadon is evil because Wu and Garmadon, they're brothers, and basically they were both born to the first Binjitsu master. The first Binjitsu master, the creator of Ninjago, he created all of Ninjago. Now there is lore I can give about the first Binjitsu master, but that'll just make the video even longer. And this isn't supposed to be a timeline video, but the first Binjitsu master created Ninjago using the 4 golden weapons: the sword of fire, the nunchucks of lightning, the shurikens of ice, and the scythe of quakes. And Garmadon, like, he each gave his son powers. Garmadon was the son of destruction, and Wu was the son of creation, light and dark to keep a balance, because Ninjago is built on balance. If there is light, there will be darkness. If there is darkness, there will be light. If you take one away, Ninjago will just completely crumble. So, yeah, that pretty much explains that. But basically, they were training one day with some swords. Wu's sword actually went out of the monastery, and Garmadon went to go get it, even though it was Wu's sword. But basically, we learn later, but the Great Devourer, as his child, right? The Great Devourer, he actually, or she actually, I forgot the gender, but basically, the Great Devourer basically bit Garmadon in the hand, and her poisonous venom basically made him more aggressive and eventually made him turn evil and made him turn against his brother and steal the golden weapons and all that stuff. So, yeah, Wu's the reason why Garmadon became evil. He's also technically the reason why the whole Chen thing happened in the first place. Because Wu went to go, not Wu, but Garmadon went to go find Solus and Chen, and everything that happened with that. Chen started the whole Serpentine Wars. So, yeah, Wu is really not that good of a sensei. He's really responsible for a lot of bad stuff. He's responsible for most of the stuff in the series. Now, yeah, that's just like when you break it down when you're just so narrow, but, am I wrong? I'd like to see some debate about that in the comment section. But, yeah, that was season 11. Season 12, I think I do like it more than season 11. I just can't really, honestly, I might like it more than season 7. Make it have top of feature. I love the theme of it. Now, granted, I don't like what they did with Unagami at the end, and there was a lot of stuff in this season that just didn't make any sense. And I'd say season 12 is the true filler season because none of that actually, like, introduced, like, none of that really pushed the whole story in the future. But I mean, I guess neither. I mean, season 11 did do some stuff, but yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with Prime Empire, and me putting it in C tier kind of proves it. But, yeah, I wish I could say more about it. It's the video game season. If you really want to learn more about it, go look it up. Go watch it. but the main villain is Unagami, which stands for Unfinished Adventure Game 1. Yeah, I really recommend watching this season. But next up, after Prime Empire, we have Master of the Mountain, A tier. Cole, first ever Cole season in how many years? Now this used to be an S tier for me, but now I think it's bottom of A tier. But yeah, Cole finally gets his spotlight. He finally gets his chance to shine. So that's pretty cool. The main villain is a skull sorcerer named, yeah, it's a skull sorcerer named King Vangelis. And like the whole geckos, the months, I liked everything about it. Now the ninja suits were kind of like night themed. I think that like the suits kind of looked goofy, but it's kind of like Lego is just being more creative, and I can respect that. And we also learned more about his mother named Lily, who was the previous master of Earth. And yeah, that was a good time all around. Next up, we have the island, which isn't technically a season, but it's actually a special. But island, I can't really remember anything about it. It's pretty F tier. I liked it a lot when I first saw it, but I really can't remember a single thing that happened. I remember Ronan was at the end of the season for some reason. And also, the episodes, I believe the episodes were only 11 minutes long. And there was only 4 episodes, so yeah, I can't remember anything about it. Even if I did, that would probably make me angry too, because I really, really did not like this season. So, yeah, there's not much else I can say about it. But next up, oh no, what just happened? Okay. Seabound. Um, I honestly, bottom of B tier. Cause I do think it's actually kind of better than that. Maybe better than this, but I used to love Seabound, but I don't really like it as much. I haven't seen it in like a long time, but I just there's so much I can say about it. Now I do like how Nia merged with the C at the end, but as we will see, all of that would have been completely useless with the next season. But when I first saw it, I loved it because Nia never really had her own season, just like Cole. I mean, she kind of shared a season with Kai for Hands of Time, but I mean, that was like a shared season. She kind of shared a season with Jay for Skybound, but again, it was more of a Jay season. So, Nia never really had her own season. Some people used to call Possession a Nia season just because I think her face was on the box or something. Or was it Lloyd's face? Or maybe because Nia actually defeated the Preeminent at the end of season 5, but that doesn't make it a Nia season. Like Rebooted, I wouldn't really consider Rebooted a Zane season. Now, yeah, Zane was a focus, but Lloyd was really the main focus. But nowadays, Ninjago doesn't do one single character focus seasons anymore, so we don't gotta worry about that. Last but not least, for the main series, before we go on to Dragons Rising, last but not least, we have Crystallized, the worst season ever. Yeah, there's so much I could say about it. A lot of it's not gonna make sense unless you watch the show, but for the people that have watched it, them bringing Harumi back, she died in season 9, them making Nia go back to human and doing absolutely nothing with her character, the whole Council of Crystal King, that was the name, Council of Crystal King or Council of the Crystal King, that was kind of lame as well. Like, they had all the villains of season 11. They didn't have Unagami because he wasn't a villain. But, like, Crystallized, there's so much I could say about it. I just don't like the season. When I first watched it, I liked it, but then I took a second look at it, and I was like, this season is trash. But I will admit that I did love the first half of the season, but they just completely killed any interest I had after the second half. Now, granted, them bringing Nia back in the second episode, that was a terrible decision. But, like, I feel like they could have brought her back, like, if they, because obviously Nia wasn't gonna stay dead. But there were so many ways they could have brought her back. Like, they could have brought her back, like, maybe in the middle or the end of the season. They could have brought her back, but maybe she can switch between her Naiad form and her regular form. But no, they basically brought her back, drained her of her power, but then she got it back halfway through the season or whatever. I think a couple episodes in. And the ninja had to deal with the spirit, but then she was obviously going to become evil again. But then making her Rumi the whole Vengestone buyer. The Vengestone buyer wasn't even like a concept until season 13 that someone's buying up all the Vengestone. If you don't know, in the Ninjago story, in the Ninjago lore, Vengestone is basically the only thing that can stop elemental powers. Like, if an elemental master is around it, Vengestone will basically restrict them from using their elemental powers, or it'll make their powers weaker, which is pretty good, not gonna lie. But I don't like season 15, 16, whatever you want to call it. I don't really care. I think Crystallize is the worst season of Ninjago. Granted, they did have good animation and good lighting, but good animation and good lighting can't really put up for a bad season. And also, they made what I think was the worst decision ever. The Crystal King was the Overlord. Somehow, the Overlord returned. Again. If you know the reference, then you know the reference. But, somehow the Overlord returned. Again, for the third time. They killed him 2 times before. Now, in case you aren't aware, in the whole Ninjago lore, the Overlord can't truly be killed, but that doesn't mean they need to bring him back all the time. After season 2, they should have just killed him off, like, just don't bring him back. We don't need the Overlord again. But they brought him back, so... And then they brought him back for technically the final season, because that whole Ninjago story is over on a whole nother Ninjago story. Now, I don't really know if I should do Dragon's Rising, but I guess I will. Honestly, I think Dragon's Rising should deserve its own ranking. Granted, I do have it here, but the show isn't really fully fleshed out yet. But, yeah, I think I'm just gonna end the video here. But, let me just show you where I would place it, if I was going to do it. Part 1 of Dragon's Rising is amazing. I love it. I would place it here. I love part 1. Part 2 was also great. But I feel like part 2 of Dragon's Rising, part 1 of season 2, that was the whole Blood Moon thing. Tournament of Sources, I think, was kind of weak. Maybe here. Or here, maybe. Yeah, but I'm not really gonna rank them because I feel like they deserve their own rank. Okay, I can't even put these back. But, yeah, I cannot put these back. So I'm just gonna have to place them all the way down here for not seeing. That's just where I would place them, but I'd rather just do a whole nother tier list for Dragon's Rising. Obviously, there's only 2 seasons out so far, and there's only like 4 parts to go through, but yeah, this is my tier list. For number 1, we have season 5, which is Possession. Number 2, we have Tournament of Elements, which is, well, season 4. Number 3, we have season 8, which is Sons of Garmadon. For 4, we have Hunted in season 9. For 5, we have Pilot Season. I never would have expected the Pilot Season to be in my top 5. Then we have Master of the Mountain, which is season 13. Then we have season 2, which is The Rise of the Green Ninja, or Legacy of the Green Ninja. And then the list just goes kind of on and on. Now, I have seen these, I just couldn't really put them anywhere else. But, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do plan on making more Ninjago content in the future. But yeah, just let me know down in the comments what kind of content you would like to see, because I do plan on maybe at some point maybe doing daily videos. I have said before I didn't really want to do it, but realistically, I just sit on videos that I'm just excited to release, you know? And now, I'm not rushing through these videos. I'm trying to do the best that I can at the moment, but I want to have more content out on my channel because I want to have like a kind of catalog of content. But yeah, I will be ending the video now, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know how much you would or wouldn't change. And yeah, that's pretty much it.